Hey guys, Woody here, going to be showing you a 1v1 on the map Blistering Sands, and it's between Ashelion as the blue Protoss and myself, Witty, as the red Zerg. Now, this is basically part 2 of the previous video that should be up on YouTube right now as I say this, even though it technically isn't yet, but I'm going to assume it is. And yeah, it's about banelings and how to use them. So we're going to speed the gameplay up a bit because it always starts off so slow. It feels so slow when you're watching it, I'll tell you that. It's actually quite fast, the gameplay on Starcraft 2. I mean, if you play Warcraft 3, my god, now that's a slow start. Everything moves at like half the speed. So yeah, but when you're watching it, it still feels slow. So he's going for his scout right after he put down his pylon, which is a natural thing to do. I'm now going to be putting down my spawning pool. That's a 13 spawning pool, by the way. Usually you tend to get like another drone and then another extractor straight afterwards. So you don't get the extractor right away, but it doesn't matter too much if you do. But if you can get the extra drone out before you do, then that's fine. See, my opponent has gone for a gateway here. I'm assuming that's about a 12 or a 13 gateway, judging by the time of it. So that should be early enough to deal with any rush, because that's up now. Can see, so even if I did rush with Zerglings, I wouldn't be able to get very far because the setup would be blocking. But let's have a look at my units. So I've got about 16 drones. Now at this point, I believe I'm going to basically try and copy the guy who beat me previously, who you might have seen if you watched that video. And I don't know whether he actually did it intentionally, but when I was playing it, that's what I thought he did, is I didn't actually scout well enough, even though I thought I did. But the intention here is really to modify it if that wasn't his intention. And if I'm actually getting to the point, I'm going to tell you basically hide the Zerglings. Make nothing but Zerglings and hide them. Make sure you've got a couple of Zerglings running around carrying the Cell Nugget, because you don't want your enemy to scout the Baneling nest that you're going to put up shortly afterwards. You've got enough Zerglings, because that would be crucial, because if he sees the Baneling nest, then he's going to be ready. Although it turns out that my enemy is actually massing units anyway, so yeah, if you saw the last game, I got really lax and I just went straight to a Void Raise. I was really lax on that game, and I paid the price. But this strategy is going to show that it doesn't only work against players that are like playing crap, like I did that game before. It also works against players that actually do intend to sort of mass units themselves and get a sizable army. In fact, this guy looks like he's actually going to be trying to attack at some point, making all these units. I wouldn't have thought they'd just be sitting around for nothing. So we can see all my Zerglings are starting to push out now. I'm going to slow the gameplay down a bit. I'm sure that was a bit too fast for you. Just let me know and I won't do that next time. But I got carried away with that. So we can see the Baneling nest is up, and many Zerglings are coming along. I know that he hasn't sent any probes yet. I want to make sure he doesn't scout them. So I keep my Banelings behind the invisible bits, like these bushes here, so you can't see past them. I make him think that I'm going to try and break through the rocks just for a bit until he gets his attention, and I'm going to come back around. So he thinks it's only really Zerglings. He sees a sizable amount, so he's still continuing to pump out units. He's got 48 food. I've currently got 47, so we're on very even par. I've got 15 drones. He's got 26 probes, so actually he's about 10 food down in terms of army, but he's warping in some more units now, a lot more units, so it looks like he's going to make up that difference in army. Now this is perfect for me. He's just come down the ramp a bit. You want to send your Banelings up first. There's plenty there, so I could easily destroy anything coming around, and then surround the following units with your Zerglings. And that makes quick work of it. So it's a really viable strat, this. You just basically need to make your enemy think that nothing's really happening, or that since you're Zerg, a lot of them think that you try to go for like fast expansion and then heavy economy, which a lot of Zerg players do, and for good reason. But if you don't want to do that and you want to completely surprise your enemy, that's a good way to do it. The Zergling Banelings, you want to make sure you hide them though. If they see them, it could be game over right there. So yep, that's really nice. And even if you had a whole ton of units blocking there, which you did, the Banelings can still bust through it because you're going to make plenty of them. You just basically use the extractor for the metabolic boost, and then the rest of the gas that you get from your free drones that are constantly getting from there, you convert them into Banelings as necessary, how many ever you feel you need. And the rest go to Zerglings. So make nothing but Zerglings once you've got about 15 drones. and make sure they're hidden. And then once you feel like you've got a sizable amount to go push on an attack and successfully break through into your enemy's base, then you go for it. Practice will make perfect on it, so give it a try. It's good fun. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been WTii. Please subscribe, rate and comment.